Sixers lose by 10, and honestly, if it wasn't for Kelly Oubre, they would have lost by 35 points. Kelly Oubre was awesome, and he really showed a lot of heart and effort. He was going to the basket with a lot of authority. He had 9 free throws on the night. I was really proud of Kelly Oubre's effort. At one point, he got an one, screamed at the crowd. The crowd got hyped, and it kind of rejuvenated Maxey, who was terrible. I mean, if I was a coach, I would be like, yo, why did it take Kelly Oubre to scream for you to wake up? Because before then, he was kind of just going through the motions, taking tough shot after tough shot. And after that, you could tell there's a little more intensity from Tyrese Maxey, and that's why he ended up with 31 points. But it was a terrible 31 points. He was not good. But that's the takeaway from this game. I mean, we need guards. We need another guard. But honestly, I think we need multiple guards. Like, we need 2 more. Reggie Jackson plays 8 minutes. He's got to play more than 8 minutes. I don't care. Like, I don't know. Is Reggie Jackson really that bad where he can't get more than 8 minutes? Maxey played 44 minutes again. Like, this dude is going to get hurt. He's going to be gassed out by the end of the season. He is one of the highest played minutes. The only other players who are playing more minutes are on the New York Knicks, because Tom Thibodeau. And you know what happens to Tom Thibodeau-led teams? They die out in the second round. And we're not even going to make the second round. Tyrese Maxey might die out in the play-in tournament if he keeps playing these minutes. I mean, it's just ridiculous looking at this guard rotation. Jeff Dowden, 4 minutes. You got to play Reggie Jackson and Jeff Dowden more minutes. I don't care. Like, I don't care how bad they are. It's just ridiculous. Our guard rotation, that should be a fireable offense the way it's looking for Daryl Morey. And then we got Paul George on a max contract, giving us 13 points without Joel Embiid. I mean, if someone sat me down and was like, yo, you could win money here. Grayson Allen versus Paul George. Will Paul George blow by Grayson Allen? I'm putting my life savings on Grayson Allen. I would put my life savings on a local mailman. Because guess what? Paul George doesn't even want to blow by anyone. If he has a chance, he snatches back into a triple tween behind the back. Oh, spin move. And then he takes a 2. But the thing is, he's 1 inch ahead of the 3-point line. And I'm going to go full boomer here. Just take a step back 3. Or take a couple more dribbles, get closer to the basket, and take a closer mid-range. I cannot stand Paul George taking long mid-range jumpers like it's the early 2000s. And I wouldn't even care if I had confidence in him making the shot, but I know when he takes those long twos, they're never going in. They're always short too. That's what pisses me off. They're always short. And it's like, oh, if they're short, maybe take a couple more dribbles. My goodness. But overall, the duo Paul George and Tyrese Maxey got to be better. Maxey had 31 points. His stat line is deceiving. He was terrible tonight until Kelly Oubre got mad at everyone and was like, yo, why does no one care except for me? And also the story of the game, Bradley Beal has 25 points off the bench, but also the Suns had 50 points off the bench. 8 from Oso, 7 from Monte Morris, 6 from Grayson Allen, 5 from Nurkic. And then you look at our bench, 4 points from Adem Bona, 3 points from Justin Edwards. But you notice, Justin Edwards plays 13 minutes. Adem Bona plays 11 minutes. They scored because they got an opportunity to get in a rhythm. You're playing guys like Reggie Jackson for 8 minutes. He knows he's getting yanked in 5 minutes, so he's not going to care. Like, it's just like you're playing guys for 2 minutes. They're not going to get in a rhythm. You got the Suns bench, 29 minutes for Bradley Beal, 22 minutes for Monte Morris, 21 minutes for Oso. Like, I don't even know. I don't care how bad the bench is. Why are we playing Tyrese Maxey 44 minutes when he looks like he is mentally dead and his legs look like it's stuck in mud? Nick Nurse, sucks. I'm just going to be straight up with you. But a lot has to do with the Sixers just being a terrible shot-making team. Everyone's like, oh, the Sixers lack creativity on offense. Yeah, well, they get open shots and they miss them. So who cares? I mean, you can get as creative as you want. They're going to brick. They're going to miss open layups. They're going to miss easy layups. It's like they had so many opportunities. The Suns were like just putting it on a silver platter. They were like, please go up by 20 points. Go up by 25 points in the first half. And the Sixers were like, no, we can't make shots consistently. We'll let you right back in the game. Another double-digit lead blown by your Philadelphia 76ers. A 12-point lead this time. The Sixers should have been up by 20 points. I was texting Suns Geek, a Suns YouTuber, and I was like, don't worry. The Sixers offense, this is what they do. They start off pretty good, and then they can't make a shot. And that's exactly what happened. At one point, they missed 17 out of their next 20 shots or something like that. It was crazy. They didn't score over 30 points in one single quarter. The Phoenix Suns had 16 points in the first quarter. I mean, the one positive is in the first half, the Sixers defense was really good. That's about it for me. And Kelly Oubre. Those are the only positives. But if the Sixers want to get serious, Joel Embiid is going to have to start playing consistently. They're going to have to trade for another guard and probably sign another guard off the street so we can, I don't know, maybe beat some players off the dribble. That would be nice. I mean, who's beating anyone off the dribble besides Tyrese Maxey on this team? The answer is no one. Number 3, Paul George has to play better, but I've given up on that, and yeah, he sucks. If I was Daryl Morey, I would be on the phone with Miami, and I would be like, I know you don't want long-term money for Jimmy Butler, but I think Heat culture will fix Paul George. Plus, I'll give you every single pick. If I was in win-now mode, which I personally don't think the Sixers should be in, but that's what they're in, I would do everything I possibly can to get Jimmy Butler because this team needs some attitude. They need another scorer. They need a guy who can facilitate as well, be an offense within himself. That's Jimmy Butler. And the funny thing is, the whole first half, the whole entire offense was pick and pops with Gershon Yabusele. And it's like, yeah, this is working because he's making them, but he's going to miss them eventually. And once that went away, it was like, what do we do offensively? I don't know. This team isn't good.